right, chat. First things first. Jack Doherty has been arrested, and apparently he's facing 7 years in prison, chat. 7 years in prison. So, I kind of want to talk about it and see what's been happening, okay? This is very interesting. I am so curious. Finally, everyone can now rest because this guy is finally away from the public people. So, because he's such a nuisance streamer, and now he's gonna be locked up away for good. Everyone can rest now. The world it's in a much more safer place.
It is safe to say Jack Doherty's year just keeps getting worse because he was just arrested. The dude, known for harassing strangers on the street, then hiding behind his bodyguard, has essentially been one of the largest internet punching bags for a while now. And you know, instead of him taking a step back and figuring out why people are treating him like this, because honestly, it's pretty easy to see why.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, little bro? What you gonna do?
Yeah, instead of doing anything with that behavior, he just kind of doubles down into what he calls his villain arc. And I guess this villain arc is just running an OF management, continuing to harass strangers on stream. And he obviously doesn't take things too well when people talk about how he clings to his security.
What the fuck?
But today, with his arrest, there was something that was confirmed from the McKinley podcast that we covered a couple weeks ago. Essentially, his ex went onto a podcast and spent about 5 hours talking about how awful it was living and working with Jack. And she specifically...
Wow, what a shocker, isn't it? Working with a guy who acts like a 2-year-old, or technically an 8-year-old? Surprise Pikachu face? Girl, even I can tell you that he's not a good person. And I didn't even have to live there to tell you.
Went over his stimulant usage, which is one of the reasons he was arrested now. And I also do want to say real quick, the podcast is kind of like a crabs in the bucket situation, as both people involved are just scumbags. Now, obviously, that doesn't justify Jack hospitalizing her on purpose for content because he wanted to do a funny moment and flip the golf cart with her in it.
That's terrible.
Still, as soon as she left that relationship, she continued to promote her OF through slandering other creators like Mr. Beast and even Lacey. And honestly, it's...
Mr. Beast? Lacey? I don't know who Lacey is.
Pretty much straightforward. Good people don't make up stuff like that about others for money. That's pretty simple. But today, while I was having coffee, I saw this come across my feed. Content creator Jack Doherty arrested in Florida.
That's crazy.
Oh boy. So let's check out this footage here. All right, so we have part 1 here.
What? No. I got him. Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got it. Back up. Don't worry about it. Back up. Yo, back up. Yo. Where do you want to go? You back up?
What is he doing with his phone? Why did he grab his phone back to do that? Was that the resisting part?
Funny. You want to be funny? You try to get on the street, go on the street. I know who the you think you are, bro.
Dude, straight up, Florida is probably the place you really do not want to fuck around and find out. Because if I remember correctly, I think I saw the Aspen short or so where, like, if you try to protest or if you surround a car or something, or if you try to throw a rock or try to hit our officers, we'll shoot you and we'll tell your loved ones where to find you and shit. I'm like, damn, dude, that's pretty hardcore. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, he was trying after I dude, who the are you, bro? I was trying to walk up the street, but doesn't matter, bro. All you had to do was get in the sidewalk. That's it. You want to be funny? That's it, bro.
So he was filming something in the middle of the road and was probably asked to leave, and he kept filming his bit.
Hey, Wicked.
That's my guess. Okay, wow, he was like smack in the middle of the road.
Jeez.
Everything gotta be some goddamn content, man.
That's the security guard, I'm assuming, complaining about this was all over some content. Okay. Here, let's check out part 2 here.
What did he do?
He was running a stake hand. He was doing a gambling thing.
Okay, so he was filming some ad for steak or something.
Gotta be some goddamn content, man.
Okay, and that's the clip of his security venting about it.
Yes.
Okay, confirming it was content.
Yes. These are all hired police officers, and this is the prank.
Right. Right. We have very limited information. Obviously, this happened in Miami Beach, But the police did apparently make a statement about this, calling him a, in quote, shithead. So here last evening, Miami Beach police arrested a social media influencer, Jack Doherty, as he was walking in the middle of a busy street while live streaming and ignoring the repeated officer demands to clear the roadway. Bravo to the men and women of Miami Beach PD, ensuring that entitled little shitheads like this know that if you come to my
ensuring that entitled little shitheads like this. Dude, that's crazy, bro. He got called a little shithead. Oh man, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Miami Beach, you will respect our city, respect our men and women in blue, and respect our laws. Makes our entire community better. Our incredible law enforcement have my full support enforcing our laws regardless of someone's color, social media account, bank account, or any other arbitrary measure that leads people to wrongly believe they have special entitlement in our city. That's a
Damn, that's wild, dude. It's literally straight up fuck around and find out, you know? You fuck around in Florida, you're gonna about to find out real soon. Not like compared to California, to be honest.
quote from Commissioner Joe magazine. And what's interesting as well is like this is all coming off of a viral confrontation he had just a couple days ago,
Nah,
which
he's
I
a
think also
shithead.
happened at Miami Beach.
It's very understandable what you're doing. Like the fact that you're fans like and make hundreds of thousands, if not millions, it's like who wouldn't do that? But I just think that it's degenerate. I think you're ruining, you know, your image, absolutely. But I guess like with what's in return, it doesn't really matter.
But it's like no image and no money, and like maybe not the best image, but a lot of money. It's like
Yeah, but I mean like,
That is the
What does that
dumbest
even matter?
justification of that though.
the same.
Oh, is he trying to justify about OnlyFans? Of like how you should be going to do OnlyFans? Oh, dude. No, dude. I know for a fact when I have kids or so, and when I get daughters, I know for 100% of fact I'm gonna raise them to the point that they are not going to get an OnlyFans. They are not starting in any of that shit, because I will tell them, if you start this, you will not find a man that is going to be good for you. You're going to be dating people like these kinds that will use you. Okay? And the best one to fucking scare them or so, you want to know the best one that I can use to scare them? I'll show them Metamorphosis. You want to end up like this girl in Metamorphosis? Huh? You want to end up like her? Huh? Huh? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And this is what you're going to end up at the very end.
image, and we all hang out with each other. That's all that matters.
yeah, but their souls are gone at the end of the day.
Well, our parents still love us, so
Yeah,
that's all that matters. You know, you don't have to please the world. You know, that's the thing.
you don't think your soul is gone? I would definitely disagree.
I feel like this is very common backlash they get though.
You know,
I don't. Yeah, they could say that about me, but it wouldn't be true. You know, there's.
the same thing with them too. You know, it's like people can say it, but it's not true. You know, they're also like completely normal people. You know.
Well, do you acknowledge the fact that you'll never likely be able to have a relationship that's like permanent?
I had to stay in relationships too long.
Yeah.
Don't say it on stream. No, I'm kidding.
But anyone who's like willing to put up with you know, your whole package, I feel like is not gonna
What are you
be
talking about? I can find it really easily.
someone who's
Shit,
Worth
a
it.
lot to put up with, Grace. A lot of food comes with her. A lot of food, a lot of sassy frat.
maybe I'm being negative and I'm not with the times, but I just don't see any man willing to take you on.
I like him. I agree with him 100%, you know? I agree with him. I so heartily agree with this guy. This guy on the right over here, I agree with this guy 100%. Honestly.
Yo, that's crazy. Well, now what?
Do you not-
He has no choice now, like, but to find a man that's gonna take her on.
Well, yeah, no, you gotta double down on your. I'd be like, that's yeah. Definitely gotta double down on it.
So that clip went pretty viral, but this is like the extremely common feedback that they get. So I'm kind of surprised that Jack hasn't came up with better comebacks when people are giving him the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this point, I feel like it's very clear that people dislike how they promote themselves, as they essentially paddle this adult content straight to kids. And it's very clear by the way they market themselves. A little bit
That's just weird to do it to kids, though. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest.
Bit of a stretch though, but the dude did call him out for being soulless, and now they were arrested for filming a gambling promotion in the middle of the street. Either way though, Jack's bodyguard might be feeling like this right now. So I mean, going off of the information that we have right now, I feel like they were filming some sort of gambling promotion in the middle of the road. The cops claimed he was streaming, but I couldn't verify that he was. So again, I think they were just filming some sort of steak promo or something like that. So yeah, I'm just guessing it was some gambling promo in the middle of the street. And naturally, he was breaking the law while in possession of things that he shouldn't have. So he was being a complete moron. But with him, that's nothing new because his entire life is kind of like a skill issue. And currently he's now facing 7 years in prison. So Jack Doherty just got hit with 3 separate charges in Florida, and the max penalty.
He got charged three separate charges? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy to hear that one. Oh my God. It's over, chat. He's done. We won't be seeing him for 7 years, chat.
Penalties are worse than what people think, because he's facing a felony for possession of controlled substances, which alone can carry 5 years in prison. Then he has possession of under 20 G's of that Bob Marley special, which is a first-degree misdemeanor with up to 1 year in jail. And then on top of that, he's being charged with resisting an officer without violence, which is another possible year. So altogether stacked, he's technically looking at up to 7 years behind bars in an absolute worst-case scenario. Realistically, though, he probably won't see anything near this because, you know, from what I can tell, he's a first-time offender, so he'll probably just end up getting probation or some sort of diversion. Overall, though,
Oh, come on, man. Just give him the 7 years, bro. Give him the 7 years. He needs it so he can learn.
I don't really see this as being a super big deal. Ironically, he likely has a stimulant prescription. He has a personal use amount of bud, and obviously resisting arrest and being a moron on the street, that's probably the worst thing going for him here, unless whatever stimulants he had on him were not prescribed to him. Then he could actually be in a whole nother world of trouble. So the most likely outcome of all this is probably, you know, some fines and probation. But from what I can tell, as of recording this video, he hasn't been bailed out yet. So that's also kind of interesting. But I mean, hey, knowing him, he'll probably slither his way out of this. So subscribe if you're new, because I'm trying to get about 2 million.
You don't know how jails are, buddy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. You don't think the jail people will make them very pretty in that jail cell? You looking pretty, Jack Doherty. How about I show you how I make some loving tonight? He'll become the new part of the Epstein file with the texter cell, you know. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Feeling a little bit better, of course. Still got the coughs, of course. You know, still kind of there. Of course, hasn't completely disappeared yet, but it's almost out of my system, which is good. Thank God, to be honest. But yeah, and also, we're probably going to be doing something very interesting this week for my YouTube voidlings. But yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. And peace.